This is just totally heartbreaking. This should have never happened.
Well, I just got off the phone with a customer and he's been a longtime customer. It's tough when you hear people that are really struggling. He disclosed to me today that he needs somebody to take over his boat and the coordinating of all of the projects that need to get done. And this man's boat has been out of the water for almost 2 years. And that's why I reached out to him, because I needed to find out where we were and what the status was. Just never know what you might hear from a customer. We do need to install those new air conditioners. He says he's got an electrical problem. He says he needs new batteries. He needs a new bottom job, which we already started 2 years ago. He says he's having memory and hearing problems. So I kind of chuckled with him and said, I'm having a hearing problem too. Both Matt and I wear hearing aids at the age of 50. We're young. We got hearing aids. I also forgot to mention that he's a military veteran, so that makes me even want to help him even more with the coordinating of the project so that we can get it done. I let him know that we would work with the mechanic that put in the engines and has recently found his prop so that he can get back in the water and be able to get his life back, since he's been kind of in limbo for almost 2 years and paying for a space for his boat for 1.5 years. He said that he hasn't even been able to use. I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm sure you hear about customers and friends and people that this kind of stuff happens to every day. It melts my heart when I see somebody struggling and know what's really going on. I was really happy that he shared it with me, because it's not easy to be able to admit that you need help and that you need somebody to be able to take over for you. Matt and I deal with customers that are a little bit older than we are every day. We see customers that forget and we tell them, let's put it all in writing. I need you to sit down. I need you to put everything in writing so that we can respond back and we have everything in writing, and then you can reference it when you forget or if you get confused, so that we continue to move forward for you.
That's interesting. That's not a call we get every day. A river boat pulled into Key West, a river cruise boat, I guess. It's got about 100 cabins on it, and asked if we could come down and take a look and maybe diagnose, fix if we can. We'll have to see if we can fit them in the schedule. If we can, hopefully we can get some video. So last time we worked on this boat, this is a big sad story. Another sad story about a boat, and it's emotional too. This guy hauled his boat and was having engine work done. Well, this was like pre-COVID. When COVID hit, the world pretty much shut down. And this guy was waiting on engines for his boat because he was going to repower. Well, they never could get the engines. The company that was supposed to put the engines in went out of business and disappeared and left him kind of high and dry. He has now hired another engine mechanic, get these engines in. We're going to take this project on and help him out and try to get the boat back in the water and get this thing back going again. So I got a feeling it's going to be a struggle because it's been sitting for years. Oh, there's the old Western Union still there. Oh boy.
Look at that sailboat.
Yep, I think the sailboat races are coming.
Oh, look at the Mockingbird. Look at that beauty.
Yep, another race boat. Millions of dollars right there.
You don't realize how high up they are.
Things are looking a little rough here. So that's one of the units we need to pull out right there. Let's go see if we can get in the cabin. I'm trying to get my bearings on where these air conditioning units are again. So I think what we might have to do here is just come and get all this stuff off of here, because we can't work like this. Oh, this is sad. Breaks my heart. This just goes to show, when you get older, if you own a house, if you own a boat, if you have cars or whatever, you need somebody that is capable of taking care of them. This is just totally heartbreaking. This should have never happened. Looked like somebody had been sleeping in here at one point in time. Somebody already took one of the evaporators out of here. Try not to touch anything. Everything's covered in mold. I'm going to say hi to Prop Doc. Oh, he's got coffee. Treats for us, I think.
Oh.
Coffee and something.
Oh, we better go see him.
So the green, this is prop speed. And you can see somebody had a bad day. But they could probably be fixed. Just depends on how much it costs to fix them compared to how much it costs to replace them. So, sad state of affair down there. I know I'm going to repeat myself, but remember, as you get older, you better have plans for how you're going to manage your toys, especially boats in saltwater. If that boat is as big as that is, you could have somebody on there every day working, cleaning, taking care of equipment. Otherwise, it's going to just fall apart. I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to that job. If it wasn't in desperate need of help, I wouldn't even consider it. I would just be like, I can't deal with this. I'm going to make a recommendation. Actually, it's the only way moving forward. We're going to have to get a dumpster and a storage pod, and we're going to go through the boat. Anything that's garbage, we're going to throw away, and anything that's worth saving, we're going to put in a storage pod. It's just what we're going to have to do. Yeah, we were just talking. I don't even know if this is worthwhile for him to do this. I think what's going to happen is he's going to have to get this boat fixed up, and then I don't think he's capable of using it, so then maybe he sells it. But truth be told, he's probably better off selling it as is, where is, and let somebody else have the headache of cleaning it up and fixing everything that needs to be fixed. I've had this experience before. I've been down this road before, and he literally could spend 50 to 80,000, I bet, getting that boat up and running and cleaned up again. I'll have to have a conversation with him. I'm not entirely certain if he's capable of having conversations at this time. Sad. Coming down here to check on the guys. Got them going on a battery job and some electrical components. I had some business to take care of this morning, and once they're done with this, then we'll be moving on to some other jobs. This is Perry Hotel and Marina over on Stock Island. We're going to go down to C19 and check out the job on Dorothy. It's turning out to be a pretty nice day. A little cool, but sun's out and it's not raining, and the wind came down a little bit, so that's pretty nice. Oh, punch bug.
Ooh.
Gotcha. That's a pretty old one. You guys know what punch bug is? It's a game we used to play when we were kids, traveling in a car. If you saw a VW bug, you'd punch bug and get to punch somebody.
Looking for any reason to abuse me.
Oh, please. Oh, yeah. Your life is so tough. Oh, he's got it locked up to the thing. That's good. I was like, boy, that's pretty ballsy, leaving that motor sitting there. Somebody just pick it up and walk away, but I saw it's got a cable on it. We got 3 of the old ones out. Looks like they got 3 of the new ones in. Hopefully these are going to fit. These are a little bit bigger than these. Hey, guys. Hello.
How you guys doing?
How are these going to work out?
So we already figured that out. The option was to get battery boxes for them, but it's about $500 to $600 worth of battery boxes that aren't in stock in town. So I talked with him. We're just, because of the situation and how it's already set up there, he really doesn't need the boxes, and he's okay without going with boxes, and just use the existing straps and whatnot to get them down.
While I'm waiting for them, I might as well go back to the shop. I got paperwork to do.
We recently worked on this little motor.
It's a Yamaha 2.5.
Yeah, it took a little bit of effort. He kept getting bad gas, unfortunately, so it was a little bit of a costly process for him.
Hey, yeah, buddy, how are you?
Look at that boat right there. It kind of reminds me of like a killer whale. Look how round it is there on the point.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it looks like a beauty. A lot of glass on that. How many windows do you think are on this boat? To have to polish those every day after it rains or you get a sprinkle? Oh, here's the when and if sign. Must be around here somewhere again.
Yeah, it's right down there.
This is here at the Perry Hotel. Want to do some training, it looks like. Exercise. They got a coffee shop. They open up at 7 a.m. Here's the when and if.
And a customer of ours just pulled in and he broke his foot. He's in a cast and he's trying to do something on the boat. So I'm going to go see if I can help him. I don't know much about sailboats, but we'll see what we can do. But I got it figured out for him. So we got the jib unfurled and furled back up. I think that's a proper terminology.
We're coming over to this end near Coconut Row to check out the building over here. Got some hammocks here to relax, it looks like. I could use a nap. We're going to have to check out Bad Boy Burrito pretty soon.
I heard they have good burritos.
Yeah, that's what Justin told you over here at the marina.
Hey, what's going on there?
Interesting fruit or something.
Where went that's from? We are here at Sunset Marina. Pretty little place. Got condos, and these are all buildings for the marina offices. Morning. We're going to go down to Barracuda docks. We're going to start with the air conditioning. I guess it's chilled water system. I know that much. And from what I understand, it's got a leak or something. So we're going to try to find the leak and see if we can fix it and get that system running. A couple big old tarpon down here. Yeah, look, they stopped. They're looking for handouts. I don't have anything to give them. You can feed them, and man, there'll be 100 of them here before you know it. You can feed them by hand too. You get down there. I think I've shown you that before. Water's nice and clear today. Ooh, boy, I bet you there's some lobsters hiding in there. There we go. Barracuda. Big old houseboat with all kind of foliage on it. I'm guessing it's this one right here. Yep. All right. Galleon 550. Let's see what we can get ourselves into. We need to find an air conditioning control. That's interesting. It says cooling, but it's not. Let's see if I can find a light switch. One right here. Here we go. Oh boy. Houston, I found a problem. So let's shut that off. I don't know if you guys see all that stuff in there. See all that stuff? That all came from one of these capacitors blew up. And it actually, wow, busted the DIN rail off the mount. Then see, when it blew up, it pushed it down this way. And you can see it pushed down the wire guard. This is all moved down. So we'll have to, we're going to get the power shut off on this. And we're probably going to have to order some capacitors. First thing that's going to happen is we're going to have to get these out of here. There we go. And have they been replaced? They don't look like they're blown out, but there's stuff all over in here like they were blown out. I wonder if somebody already replaced these. Question for you. I'm on board and I'm down in the engine room. I got into the control box. Did these capacitors blow out at some point and somebody changed them, or I'll send you pictures. Either a capacitor blew out because it actually did some damage in the control box. When they blow out, they're violent. I mean, nothing that can't be fixed easily, but I'm just curious if I need to order some capacitors and replace these, or have they been replaced already? Yes, for sure. Yes. Send you some pictures here in a second. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. All right. Let's see. Let's check these smart starts. Let's see if we have any fault lights on them. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on here. Both compressors are on and it's cooling. So I guess that those capacitors didn't need to be replaced. There's always a list. So we got a few more things we got to look at. But let's get some more air conditioning turned on. Let's go here. I hear that fan ramping up. And there might be one in here. Yep. Hey, where's the circuit breaker panel? Must be more somewhere. This one's not getting any power for some reason. Let's see here. I wonder if the ignition needs to be turned on for the engines. Okay. Here we go. Got that fired up. Oh, is this going to come on? There, we got that on. That's on. Why isn't that coming on? All right, so it appears that there's no power going to stovetop, the microwave. Okay, refrigerator's got power. So storage, where's the main breaker panel? Let's go back down to the engine room. Aircon's working good. So I guess there's a grill up here, right? So that's cold. This ice maker isn't working, so I'm wondering if that grill and this are all hooked to the same power source. Because water should be running down here right now. Well, that GFI is on. Okay, that's working. Oh, there we go. There's got to be something not right somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna run up to the truck. I gotta get a special hex bit to get these screws out, 6 of them, so I can get to the back of that panel. That one's not lighting, this one is working, so I'm gonna get to the back and check and see if any wires fell off or if we have an inline fuse that's blown or what's going on. So let's run up to the truck. Air conditioning's still working great. Let's go see if the water pressure's holding down here. And before I start taking all this stuff apart for the grill and the stovetop and the fan and microwave that don't work, I am going to get a hold of Galleon and discuss it with them, because it's got to be a common denominator somewhere. There's got to be a breaker besides what's in here, or there's got to be an outlet tripped or something like that. Well, so we're at about 18, so we come back, we'll check that. Okay, so the problem was this display wasn't getting any power. So what I did was, in this disaster down here, using the wiring schematic, I figured out that this wire right here, this terminal right there, which I think says 427 or 423 on it, didn't have power for some reason. So I took that power wire for that display and I read this out and I found power right here on 107. So all I did was move it from here to here, and then didn't want me to go any further. They just got it working, and we're going to make notation of that. I already let the owner know. I texted him. I will also put it on the invoice, letting him know that, hey, I moved this wire. I can't find it in the wiring schematic, so I'm not sure who did what in here, but there's all kinds of things that are cut wires and disconnected things in here. There you go. There's a wire for you. So, but I got it working. That's what matters. They know about it. If they want me to come back and address it and track down why that wire is not getting power, then I will at a later date. But for right now, they just said just leave it. I knew that when all this stuff wasn't working and the grill upstairs and stuff, I knew it was something simple, because it had to be like a breaker somewhere or a GFI was tripped. Well, I was right, kind of. Right here in this cabinet in the galley is a breaker panel, and it's got all the grills and everything on it. So I tripped those on. Everything's working there. And as far as the air conditioning goes, it's been working great since I got here. So we're just going to turn everything to 72 and we're going to start wrapping this job up. So that's the Monroe County Sheriff's Headquarters there. All right, well, wrap that one up and going to go run some more, see what else we can get done today.